Hello everybody, welcome to our blog. My name is Jose. I am 18 years old. I am a student of English pedagogy at the UDP University.
Hi, my name is Maite. I am 19 years old. I am studying English pedagogy at UDP, and our video is about our personal experiences learning English and what we have learned during this first semester about concept of English.
And hi, I'm Fernanda. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a first semester student. I am studying English pedagogy at UDP.
Okay, today we'll be answering questions from our subscribers via Google Meet. So let's get started. Okay, the more important question is from me and Maite. Okay, and the question is, how have my experience as an English learner shaped the teacher I want to become?
That's a very interesting question, Jose.
Yeah.
And my main idea is that I want to become a teacher that teaches their students that there is no such thing as a perfect native accent to speak English.
Wow. Through my studies, I have realized that learning English is not easy. However, making mistakes is part of the learning process. All of my teachers have motivated me to continue improving and never give up. And thank you so much for this. Okay, the next question is for Fer. Fer, what are some of the English teachers' commitments we should think of?
Well, the main idea of the question is that one of the teacher commitments is that they have to bring the students an education of quality.
Wow.
Example from my experience is that throughout the semester, I was able to see and learn about teachers' commitments because they had always used different methods and approaches in class.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great experience.
Mm-hmm.
In my example, teachers have taught me that there exist different accents and dialect of English, and I have learned that they are all valued and must be respected.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Jose?
This idea is related to the listening activity, right?
Yeah.
To the voices in the classroom?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, because being a teacher is not only about transmitting knowledge. Teaching are also people who inspire, motivate, and build students' confidence. Despite the mistakes, and I always try to improve, just like Diego.
Yeah, that's very interesting. What about you, Fer?
I think a main idea of from the listening is that according to the audio, teachers have the power to change their students' life through their confidence.
Yeah, that's important. Very important.
One idea that I rescue, according to the audio, is that a perfect native accent is a trap. It connects to my answer because I believe that there is no such thing as ideal English. What really matters is intelligibility. Fer, how can you connect your answer with the listening?
I think because through the teachers' commitments, they can bring their students the opportunity to increase their confidence in using English.
Okay, girls, what about the
historical trajectory of the initial training of English teachers?
Yeah, this.
Yeah. According to the text, some universities began questioning the native speaker model by itself on page 13. What about you guys?
I think an important idea is that the curricular approach was described as academicist, hierarchical, and behaviorist, favoring the use of rewards and punishments to reinforce correct learning. On page 8.
And what about you, Jose?
Okay, I think the principal idea is taught me that teachers have changed a lot over the years.
And why do you think is important?
Although teachers need to master the English language, they also need to understand their students and use different teaching methodologies. This means that being a teacher requires continuous learning and professional development. This is my opinion. Better, maybe?
I think what I said is important because of that retention in programs were low, with only about half of students completing their studies.
I would like to add that I think that universities began questioning the native speakers model is important because this question helped create space for international English and the world Englishes. Also, it helped to move away from requirements.
I let you answer. Girls, what about the visit of the museum? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
In my opinion, the visit to the museum was an important experience because it helped me understand how education had changed through this history. Is one topic to the followers have more interest.
I would like to add that I learned from the museum visit that education is always changing and evolving because each generation has different needs, challenges, and questions. And you, Fer?
During my visit to the museum, I learned about the differences in education between years ago and today. I learned about the various teaching methods.
Oh, me too.
And how students were treated, and also how teachers were treated. Also, I saw what schools were like
Mhm.
and the teaching tools they had back then. The subjects taught, how many students live in their schools to develop their skills required, and also the violent and cruel ways to the students were punished.
There, I have a similar opinion. I noticed that classroom. I like the classrooms. The teaching methods.
Yeah.
This pay my attention, and the role of teachers have evolved over time. This made me realize that education is constantly improving, and teachers play a very important role in these changes.
And how do you guys think this is connected with the chosen question that it was before?
I would like to answer that. As future teachers, we have new challenges, and one of them is that I want to be a teacher that prepares their students for the new world. English is a global language, but that does not mean that we were to feel embarrassed about our own accent and our identity.
Yeah.
And you, Fer?
I think it's related to the question because museums are relevant, mainly because they help us to understand the history of education, and it has inspired us to use different teaching methods and approaches. Also, thinking about the new challenges of our students, I think. What about you, Jose?
I believe that English is very important because it allows the people to communicate with others around the world.
Some people left a question that is, what are your strengths and weaknesses as an English learner? What do you think? Maite, Jose?
Okay. One of my strengths is that I am always willing to improve my English skills. However, one of my weaknesses is my lack of confidence when speaking English.
I know. What about you, Maite?
I will say that one of my strengths as an English learner is that I am perseverant, responsible, and I want to improve my skills. I think one of my weaknesses is my shyness, procrastination, and my low self-confidence. And you, Fer?
I've learned that my strengths are like respect, responsibility, and adaptability. And my weakness as an English learner are the procrastination, my shyness, and my perfectionism.
Me too, girl.
Yeah.
Do you have any personal experience about this?
Me?
Yes.
I think throughout the classes, I have shown respect for my classmates and teachers. Also, I adapt easily to the different situations, but also I have noticed that I am shy when I'm speaking in classes, and also procrastinate when I have to study.
In my case, I like to add only my experience of the speaking and my experience of participating of the classes.
I would like to talk about my personal experience. After the first English 1 Solemn, I received the feedback that teachers sent us, and I took that as an opportunity to improve my skills, and in the next Solemn, I improved my score and my abilities.
So, what are your expectations for the next semester? I think for the next semester, I would like to improve my speaking skills, become more confident, and overcome my fear of making mistakes.
So this semester, I learned about the history of education and the differences throughout the decades. Also, I learned that I changed my vision about English because I understood that every accent is valued as English in the world. And you?
And you, Fer?
Well, throughout this semester, I also learned the history of education throughout the decades and how it has changed. Also, how to improve in my skills and how to get better with my habits.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh. My dream is to become an English teacher who motivates students to learn English and help them enjoy the learning process.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
Well, that concludes our blog. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe, like, and turn notification. Love you all. Bye.